Before this video starts, I look super pale. I just wanted to let everybody know this video was filmed in January, so it was when the 10-year challenge was going around, and that I had an idea of doing, instead of 3, which I ended up with, I did 4 faces. The look I ended up with was inspired by an artist named Jodie Steel. When I do works, I do like to put my own little twist on it, so that was my own little twist, but I ended up doing the original because my twist was just shit. So I just wanted to say that before this video starts. So there is quite a bit of the video where my face, this section I think it is, or one of these sections, is like what was meant to be when I was younger, with a lot of blush, crazy foundation. It's also the very first thing I ever filmed. A lot of names of brushes just not in it, missing product names, so I'm going to be typing them out in text and putting it out. So enough of that. I don't even say it, but the first thing I'm going to be doing, I think, is sectioning my face into 4. So I'm going to get right into the video now. Once you've that done, section into which parts you want to be like old or like young. I'm gonna take my right eye because I prefer doing my right eye for like the glam side of it, like me now. I'm actually just gonna do one by one, so I'm gonna start with this. So I'm gonna do the standard warm smoky brown eye on this side. So I'm going to use my P. Louise base, and I'm just going to take a Ingloss 22 brush. So I'm going to start priming my eyes. I'm going to use the Stacey Marie Carnival Palette, which is nearly gone. I need to get a new one. And I'm going to take the color Basic. So we're going to use the color, sorry, what even is that name? Rowdy. We're using Rowdy. And we're just going to be as gentle as you can be. If you're gonna be really rough, it's gonna stick, and it may take you a good 2 to 3 hours, but it's worth it. If you're gonna look hot as shit afterwards, obviously why the fuck not take your time?
Blend that shit out.
I'm gonna be using the Ingloss 6SS fluffy brush. Very good for blending, very good for transition shades. I like to kind of lift sometimes. I'm gonna go back in with Rowdy and darken that up again. Okay, and then with the same brush, the X6SS, see, it's like dark again, so you can just like blend that out again up. Just to make it nice and soft. So that is like it for that. Then you want to cut the crease. I'm gonna go in again with my P. Louise base, and I'm gonna cut the fucking crease. So when you're cutting the crease, right, so this is where my crease is, so I'm gonna cut where my crease is. So what I do then is I go just above my crease, like a little bit but not too much, just kind of below the brown, because you want the darker brown, the Rowdy shade, to come through. So that's what that is gonna look like.
That is my crease cut.
We're using the Huda Beauty palette, the Smoky Obsessions palette. I'm going to be using this shade right here. I'm going to be using this small brush, and I'm just going to pat it onto like half of my eye. And what I like to do when I get to the top is like sweep it, because it's kind of like, it's like it gives like a soft effect or something. I don't really know what I'm talking about half the time. Then I'm going to go back into the Stacey Marie palette, and I'm going to use the basic shade again, the brown, with this little brush. So I'm going to go back in with the dark shade then, which is Rowdy. Sometimes what I do is, if I don't feel like, I always like to have that darkness up there, right? So gently, I just go back over a big brush, lift my lid up with my shitty nail, and blend, and that's it. So then for eyeliner, I'm going to make it smoky because that's what I've been wearing recently. And again, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty palette, the Smoky Obsessions one, because this is like really black. I do like quite a big liner on me. The lashes that I'm using, I think, honestly, I don't have the box for them anymore. I use lashes and I kind of put them to the side and I throw the box out. But I think they are from Pennies, which is Primark in England. I don't know if it's in America. It could be either Iconic or Femme, I think is the other one. But they're the ones I'm using, and I'm using the, of course, amazing Duo Glue. This glue literally just stays on your eyes for hours. I'm going to pop this lash on and do my skin on this side, and then I'm going to move on to the next thing. Okay, so I feel like less of an egg now that one eye is done. I've done my rub. This is the problem with putting makeup on your hands. It just gets all over your clothes and there's nothing you can do about it. Hello darkness, my old friend. Okay, so I put on a lash. I've done my foundation. I use the MAC NC40, which is this one. The inner eye, I use the Sosu highlight palette, and I use the Unicorn Dust mixed with a bit of Shooting Star. And then the same for the brow bone. And now I'm just going to do my brows. Now I'm just going to do my brows with a MAC eye pencil, which is Coffee. I love to use this 3D brow kit. It's just brow gel, it's clear, and it just kind of like sets your brow hairs in place. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is my baby section. So I'm going to do my foundation for that as well, just because like it is, I'm going to use the MAC foundation again. It is so, like when you're a baby, your skin is so smooth. My skin ain't smooth now, I'm an adult. Like I ain't getting smooth skin like that ever again. And then I'm gonna draw a pacifier because I'm a baby. I'm actually just gonna do the foundation real quick for the other skin as well. This is gonna look so stupid. I don't know if this was a good idea. I'm gonna be using Hiiiiii Paradise Paints palette. Draw on a pacifier real quick. So my advice as well when you're like painting and stuff, don't, like when you're wetting the brush, don't wet it too much because you don't want it to be too wet. Okay, so I'm gonna get this brush here. This is from the Paradise Paints. And I'm gonna get white. So I'm gonna outline it now. So for this side, latex, a lot of latex is gonna be used. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line out all of my wrinkles like already there. So for this, I'm gonna be using Ultimate Basics Urban Decay, and I'm gonna be using the shade Faith, just to be outlining all of my like wrinkles already, like to really define them. So like lift them, that's what you need. So just pour a bit of it in here. So you're gonna get a sponge. So I have this, I got this in like the Art and Hobby Shop, I don't know. And you're gonna spread your face. Make sure your hands are clean when you're doing it because you don't want to get any other makeup on your face. And you're gonna go like here. That's probably too big a layer. You're gonna grab your skin and stretch it as much as you can. And you're gonna hold it. It's gonna be wrinkly when you let go. Let it dry. Like this was too much to put on, I'm aware of that. I probably need to kind of go over it again, but try and put on as little as possible and hold it and just keep doing it, building, 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 and you will be old. So this is the kind of texture you want to get. And you want to keep building and building and building. You want to do a good few layers of latex. When you're losing latex around your eyes, now I don't mind getting in my eyes or whatever, not getting it in my eyes, but getting like near my eyes, be so careful. Be careful with your hair. Like I have hair here, so I quite frequently get latex in there because it does hurt to take off when there's hair there. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of glue into my brow because I don't want my brows to get ruined by the latex. Like any hair, cover it, please. Just cover it. You don't want to lose a brow. I'm gonna darken my eyebrows, but like my eyebrows look pretty good for it. When you're older, like you don't, Anna doesn't really wear that much makeup, I don't think. I'm gonna just put on like eyeshadow, as much eyeshadow as I can, because my eyelid is stuck. Just a bit of mascara as well, I think, for these to dry. I'm gonna cover them with foundation again anyway. So the mascara that I have is just MAC in Extreme Dimension 3D Lat. So I'm gonna put a bit of foundation on that and see what that looks like. I'm back to my camera again. This will not happen every video, I promise. So this is my eye from my old side. I still need to add a few things. I am going to finish this and we're going to make it like this. We are going to do exactly what Jodie Steel did because I prefer it. It's a lot nicer than the one that I wanted to do. I just thought I'd have like a little kind of input to it, but I'm okay with like recreating other makeup artists' stuff because it's a good thing to support other artists and do their work, you know. So when I contour, I just get a big fluffy brush and pat it. So we're gonna go back to using paints with the Paradise paints because we're gonna finish off the mouth of the pacifier. Okay, so last thing I need to do is just this little bit of the latex. So the only thing that I'm missing is contacts. I have an app to put in whatever contacts I want, which is so handy. It's called like Eye Color, and it lets you put in whatever contacts you want. I had to pay for it, I think, but it's so good. Okay, so all I have to do now is shade in the rest of that. This is my final look. When I do edit this, I will be painting my hair white, putting in a contact, and figuring what the f I'm gonna do about this. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial of this. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you're liking my videos, why not turn on the notification bell? All my social medias will be in the description if you want to go follow any on Instagram or Snapchat or anything like that. I shall see you in the next video.